Hey guys, welcome to LETV Sports.
Our show this week is going to be very different.
We're going to be switching it up from regular sports. We're going to be bringing you some amazing stories from around LE.
So let's go check out Liza's video.
I first started racing BMX when I was about 6 years old at Columbia BMX in Pontiac. I became serious in racing when I first started winning. I got the feel of what it felt like to actually win something. After I started becoming serious and winning more in BMX, I got sponsored by a bicycle shop out of Florida called Right Bikes, which led to more and more factory sponsors. The racing lifestyle was very time consuming. You had to put a lot of effort in it, and it was a lot of different traveling to different places, and you just pretty much spent all weekend wherever you went and traveled to.
Having my daughter Taylor race is wonderful. It was so much fun. She really got a kick out of beating the boys. Matter of fact, when she was in the 5-year-old class, they were joined together, and so the boys competed against the girls, and she won most of the time. So it was really great.
To qualify for a national championship race, you have to go to at least 6 national event races, and you have to try to do your best so you can get as many points as possible, and so you can try to cap out before the actual national championship. I've accomplished a lot of different wins and actually 2 national championship titles.
It was awesome to see somebody you know very closely win something like that prestigious, and so young that she won it. It's pretty cool too. So it was awesome. Wow, she is really talented.
But we also have other talented people at our school.
So let's go see Zach's video.
Riding along with 1,600 other riders, the pressure of judges watching you and judged on every single move that you make. Tough, huh? Well, one student here at Lugoff-Elgin High School did that, and she won a national championship. Cameron Henson is a junior here at Lugoff-Elgin High School and a national championship horseback rider. She was nice enough to let us come out to her house and get an interview and see the world that she lives in.
I started riding when I was 2 years old, and it was mostly because my mom was a rider when she was little, and so I was following in her footsteps. And living on a farm, I had a very good opportunity to ride all the time and on my own horses.
When did you start riding for shows and competition?
Over the years, I took lessons with my instructor named Lauren Allen, and I rode a horse named Mister, and I competed locally at shows and clinics and got a lot of my experience there going around Camden at shows. I joined the United States Pony Club when I was 7, and it taught me sportsmanship and horsemanship and how to compete.
What the highest award or honor or competition you have ever won?
Well, I went to the United States Pony Club Championships 2 years in a row after qualifying for it at the regional level. The highest award that's given at championships is the Vivian Pavera Award, and it's given to the rider who has the best position in the tack and the best round on one of the 5 courses that you jump there.
Was there requirements?
To win it,
yeah,
or to go? No, it's just basically a judge watches you, and you get a score that's a percentage score, and then whichever person has the highest percent is the one that wins.
What are your plans for the future of riding?
For the future, I have a new horse because now Mr. is retired, and hopefully in another couple of years I can come back to the Pony Club Championships and try to win the Vivian Pavera Award again on my new horse.
Can you tell us about your new horse?
My new horse is a 6-year-old thoroughbred, and I've had her for about a year now, and she's coming along really well. She just needs the miles and experience to be able to go and show at the level that I was showing it with Mister before.
What was it like when it was your turn to go out and impress the judges?
Well, I was watching the riders before me, and as my turn got closer and closer, my nerves went away, but I was really focused, and I just thought about every single turn and every single movement that I was going to have to make in order to ensure a perfect course. And And so when it was finally my turn, we walked in and we did our round, and a wave of relief came over me because all that I had worked for came out very well, and I knew that I had a really good chance of winning the award.
Where did you go for the United States Pony Club Championships?
They took place in Lexington, Virginia at the Virginia Horse Center. To prepare for this, I took lessons once or twice a week with my instructor Lauren, and I worked very hard at home, making my horse fit and practicing all kinds of things in my riding. I also went to pony club clinics and camps.
So can you tell us a little bit about your team?
I had never met my team members before when I went, so meeting them for the first time was really neat, and you get to meet people from all over the world once you go to championships because it's such a big event.
And that's just another story about a national championship here at Lugoff.
So right now we're here with Coach Duncan, the varsity basketball coach for the girls. So Coach Duncan, what brought you to a special educator today?
I started off in special education in 2004 as a shadow, a one-to-one person with a student who had some behavior problems. And for whatever reason, I couldn't get out. I was just stuck. I applied different places, but this is where apparently God wanted me to be, and I've been in special ed since 2004.
So what makes you come back to your job each day?
My students, a lot of people, when they deal with students with special needs, they kind of don't really want to deal with them or toss them to the side or don't think they really matter. But to me, I have a special place in my heart for those who struggle with whatever. And my kids are so positive and they just brighten my day, and I have a stress-free job. We'll come in and we'll be discussing different concepts, and somebody say something silly that makes you laugh, and I walk out of here, feeling that I've accomplished something and felt that they've learned something and they taught me something. So that in turn makes me come back because I learn something new every day.
Do you deliver cookies?
Yes, I do.
Do you like delivering cookies and all that?
Yes, I do.
So what obstacles have you been able to overcome as a teacher?
One of the biggest obstacles that a teacher who teaches special needs have to overcome is being able to meet the needs of all students, because everybody's on different levels, and so I need to be able to teach a concept to this person who may be on a lower level, and at the same time reach the person who's on a higher level, and then everybody in between.
What do the kids do to prepare for the Special Olympics?
My students have adapted PE with Coach Charlene Trapp, and she prepares them, her and her crew. She has mentors that work with her. They prepare them for whatever event they're going to participate in the Special Olympics. What I do, all that I pretty much have to do is make sure they have their physicals in, and we have a list of events, and they can only participate in a certain amount depending on the age, and we highlight those events that they're going to participate in. I give it to Coach Trapp, and she works on that in their PE class. And basically all I have to do is just do that upfront work and just become the cheerleader when it's time for the Special Olympics to happen.
So what disabilities in the classroom do you deal day-to-day basis?
I have a variety of disabilities in my classroom. For the most part, my students have learning disabilities, and what that means is basically they learn at a slower pace than other students. It might take them 10 times to learn something, and they might learn it this day and forget it the next day, but they learn better with repetition.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach Duncan. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Mackenzie.